This is that episode that is going to be a mouthful. Why? It's a burger episode, and all you need to know is there's a couple of things that go into a burger to make it absolutely delicious. One, the quality of meat that you use for your beef patty. Two, the type of cheese that you put on top of your beef patty. Three, your burger bun needs to be moist. And four, your toppings need to slap. So let's focus on all those four things while we make this burger episode slap. Now we have our minced ground beef right here, which is really good quality meat. So we're gonna season it with salt and pepper. We're not gonna do too much to it because the toppings are the most important part. If you have freshly ground pepper, I highly recommend it as well. And I'm not gonna add anything else apart from the salt and pepper, mainly because I am going to be mixing all of this really well and placing these burger patties in the fridge for about 6 to 8 minutes so that all the fat can solidify and it's easy to pan fry. Now I prefer using a hamburger reel to make the patty, mainly because I just have a uniformity to how the patties will look like. However, I want to say if you want to use your hands, you can go ahead and do that. For those of you who are going to ask me where to get a hamburger reel, I actually don't know. I bought this years ago and it's always come through for me. And now I'm going to place these in the fridge, like I mentioned, in order for the fat to solidify for about 6 to 8 minutes. I literally enjoy putting this in the freezer because my freezer freezes the fat faster than the fridge. However, if you put it in the fridge, I would say increase your time to even 15 minutes or even 30. So just like the fat can just really solidify. Like I mentioned, I had already mixed the beef patty and gone ahead to put it in the fridge to set. Now, the first thing we're gonna focus on is our caramelized onions, and that's what we're gonna start on now. Okay, we got our pan nice and hot. We've added in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and now we're gonna add in our onion. I'm using a mixture of red and white. I usually really love how the two of them just really blend well together when caramelizing. Now these onions are definitely going to cook down to be less. So I went in with like 2 big onions as well, slice them really thin. We're gonna go in with our sugar. We're also gonna add in a pinch of salt into here. And we're also gonna add in the cinnamon. And we're just gonna cook it nice and slow on low heat. I'm gonna be adding my favorite sauce, which is Worcester sauce, into here. And I've added in just about a tablespoon. So you can just have like a little bit of a zingy effect. And now we're gonna move this pan to a smaller burner so that everything can cook nice, low and slow while we get started on our burger patty. Our grilling tray is nice and hot. We're gonna go ahead and place our beef patties. So I've gone ahead to flip over the beef patty once already. And the major reason being it's because I literally should have let it sit in the fridge for a little bit longer. But if you flip it too many times, you're gonna start breaking apart the beef patty. However, if you had put it in the fridge for a good amount of time and the fat is really solid together, then you can flip it 2 times on each side, but this is dependent on how you like your burger. Now I usually use butter when I'm toasting my bread. However, today I'm gonna do things differently. I wanna toast it with some mayo, just to give it like a little bit of flavor, some fat as well. And overall, it's just for flavor. If you do not have mayo, it's perfectly okay for you to use butter, margarine if you would like. It's all up to you. I'm just pressing down the burger buns in order to get some grill marks onto the bread. We're gonna go ahead and add our cheese on top. So I've gone ahead to add the cheese on top. I've added a little bit of splash of water. I'm not going to be covering this because as you can see, the cheese is already melting because of the steam. The cheese that we're using on this burger, beef patty, sorry, is Colby Cheese Love Cheese. Absolutely love the Colby. If you guys want to slide into my DM and sponsor this episode, the next episodes, do that. But I really love Colby's Cheese Love Cheese. It has a great melt. And also they mix cheddar and mozzarella. So it's a really, really delicious, balanced cheese square that melts really, really well, as you can see on the patty. Okay, now it's time to assemble. If you do not like mustard, you can skip on this. I really enjoy mustard on my burger bun. I also enjoy ketchup as well. And this is not my first time doing a burger episode, so you guys always know the cold ingredients go on the bottom. And then we're gonna add our sliced tomato, and we're just going to ensure to salt them before placing our patty, or rather our rest of our toppings. Next, I'm going in with the jalapeno, pickled jalapeno. And then finally, we're going in with our patty. And finally, we're gonna go in with our caramelized onions. As you can see, I made too many, but I will be making more burgers, so you can never have too much caramelized onions. And those go on top. Finally, just gonna put some ketchup on top buns. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things to actually whip up. I love burger nights in my house. I have tried different kinds of formulas to make sure my burger patty is impeccable. And as you can see, it's impeccable here. It didn't fall apart, you know. It definitely stood the test of time. And all the toppings, you can see the ratio, everything balances. Meaning when you take a bite, everything will be cohesive. That is the true essence of a burger. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode, and you also loved the tips and the tricks that I've shared to making a good burger at home as you work from home, right? Do let me know in the comment section below what you do to your burgers. I love learning from you guys. In the meantime though, as you stay eating delicious, don't forget to tag me in your recipes. My hashtag is Miss Mandi Throwdown. Look at that. Oh, good. Nothing is falling apart. God, Mandi! God damn it!